We're back again. I hope that my co-host can join in now. Shewa, if you're here, please send the request so that I can add you. But hi everyone, compliments of the season. How is your weekend going? How are you planning to celebrate Christmas? I hope you are being merry. This happens to be the best time of the year, the wonderful time of the year. Hi Nina France, thank you for joining. I'm waiting for my co-host. Today we are discussing about healthy living, and our topic is you are what you eat. You are what you eat. Very interesting. Looking forward to an awesome conversation with Shewa, but she hasn't joined, so I'm wondering what's going on. Hi Shewa. Okay, so I think I should get your request now. I sent you an invite, Shewa. Still doing the same thing again. What's going on with Instagram? It keeps sending me your request multiple times. I've even tried to add you myself, but it's not working. Do you want to turn off your Instagram and come back? Maybe. Oh, fantastic. So you've joined now. Praise God. I think your network is pretty slow. Keeps leaving and going. Wow. Okay, so unfortunately we can't have Shewa join in at the time we want her to join in. I guess her network is having a moment. But like I said earlier, today we're talking about you are what you eat. So I'm just going to give us a few tips on how we can eat healthy, how we can ensure that we are maintaining a healthy lifestyle through food or with food. First of all, water is important, right? Always make sure that you drink water. Always make sure that your skin is hydrated, especially now that we are getting into the Hamilton season, and the season of stuffy nose and sweaty palms. You tend to expel more water, so your body needs to be constantly dehydrated. And if you're the type that don't like water, you can put some creativity into drinking your water. So you probably want to get a fancy colorful water bottle, add some fruits in it, add some lemon, just something colorful, something spicy to make you look forward to drinking water. So things like strawberry, lemon, what else? Cucumbers, those things. When you see them in water, you tend to look forward to drinking water. That would help. So second tip I have for you is fruits. Eat lots of fruit, especially in this season. You want to eat fruits that have a lot of water in it. So things like pineapple, watermelon, oranges. Ensure that you are constantly taking fruits. Ensure that you're constantly taking fruits. So I know that a lot of people do not really like fruits, What is important because our body needs it. We need all the antioxidants, all the vitamins and minerals that fruits can give us. So it's important that we have fruits. And like me, I do not really, so it's not like I hate fruits. It's not so for me, my relationship with fruits is not a love or hate kind of relationship. It's just a, I don't really remember anything that does not fill me up when I'm hungry. I don't remember to eat it. So for me, when I eat fruit because I should eat fruit. I don't eat fruit because I'm hungry. Right? When I'm hungry, I eat food. When I think, oh, it's been long I eat fruit, so I should eat fruit. That's when I eat fruit. So I'm not one of those people that I'm hungry, I want to eat an apple. No. I'm hungry, I want to eat rice or swallow or any other thing, that can fill me up. So what I'm trying to do is incorporate fruits as smoothies. So I take fruits as smoothies. I like them blended. You won't really find me eating a pawpaw or eating an apple. It's not something I would do all the time. So I try to blend into smoothies. And then I can have the first. Sometimes I try to eat apples or bananas, those things that can easily fill you up, can pass as food, like bananas. Now you can mix it with groundnuts. You can have a very nice lunch, So fruits help as well. Number three, vegetables. Eat lots of vegetables. Your lettuces, your cabbage, your green leaves, all of those things. When you're cooking, don't overboil. Some people cook. You cook, grill, fry, do everything with your vegetables. You're supposed to cook it lightly. So when you're making your next efforiro or your next edikainko or whatever vegetable soup that you have, ensure that you're not overcooking your vegetables because you need all the vitamins that you can get. So I said number one, drink water. Number two, eat fruits. Number three, eat vegetables. All right. So number four, do not overeat. Do not overeat. Some people, they will eat and eat until the stomach starts to literally speak and say, I think I am done here. That's when they will stop. You don't have to eat all the time. That sometimes that you are not hungry, but you feel like eating something. I don't know if that happened to anyone before. You're not hungry or you've eaten, but you still feel like eating something. At that point, you might just want to fill up your cravings with water. Fill up your cravings with water or with some fruits. Avoid eating in between meals. Yes, avoid eating between meals. Eat in small portions. You don't eat large portions. So things like 5 wraps of fufu is not really right. It's not really right. So you want to cut down your food intake, because at the end of the day you are really what you eat. So if you know that you don't want to be looking like five you don't want to be looking like 5 fufu, have you seen 5 wraps of fufu? You know you don't want to be looking like that, don't eat it. So I think the clue I'll leave with us is, whatever you don't want to look like, don't eat it. Right? So if you want your skin to be shining like the way carrot looks, you want to eat more of carrots. If you want to, have juicy skin, have radiant, lovely, glowing skin, you do look for fruits that are colorful and you start to eat them, because you are literally what you eat. So avoid all of those in between means, too much sugar, things that have too much calories. I also know that a lot of us do not do label reading. So when you go to the supermarket, you take your items, you want to buy anything, always check the calories, check what is written there. Right? I was with a friend that we went to the supermarket and she wanted to get something for her child, and she saw this lovely product on the item. Don't remember what it was, something like an oatmeal or something. And then she looked at the back and saw that it was for 4 years and above. So imagine she did not read the food label. She just took it, bought it. That's how the child would have been having issues. And then they will not say it's village people. No, ma, you did not read the food label. So when you go to the supermarket, I know that it's a supermarket. There are a lot of colorful things displayed on the shelf. Do well to read it. Do well to turn the back and check. Let's even check. They said this thing has 0% carbohydrates. Oh yeah, go and Google. If you don't know what it is, go and Google. What does it mean for a food to have 0% carbohydrate? Now these things help, because if you do not do it, you are at the risk of certain health issues. You are at the risk of certain health problems, and you will never know the reason why. You might just be tiny to some sort of medical condition. Meanwhile, it's just what you eat, it's just what you have been feeding yourself with. So it's really important. Hi, Shewa. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for not
Hi.
losing hope on Instagram.
Thank you. We
Glad
should
to
have an
have
Instagram with our Nigerian network. God will help
Oh,
us.
awesome. Awesome. That's good. Welcome back. Let's forgive them. I'm sure they'll do better
Yeah.
forward.
They should do better, please. We need good network.
Right? At least we are spending a lot of money on data, so they should come through.
Yes, sir. Right?
Okay, so our topic for today is you are what you eat. You are what you eat. So before you came on, I was just giving tips on how people can eat healthy. First thing I said was we should learn to drink water, stay dehydrated, stay hydrated, especially in times like this where Hamatan season is approaching. Then I also said that we should eat fruits. Then number three, I said vegetables. And number four, I said avoid eating in between meals, avoid eating more than you would normally eat, like things like 5 wraps of fufu. You shouldn't be doing that. It's you know okay, but it's good to have you around. Thank you for
Thank
coming. So
you.
do you have any tips, anything you would like us to know concerning food intake, how we can live healthy, choosing the right kinds of food to eat?
Okay, so to expatiate on what you said,
Yeah.
when we're trying not to eat in between meals, we could swap that out for, instead of having to eat proper food or maybe junks. Something I read somewhere was we could have carrots. We would have
Yeah.
chewy vegetables or fruits. So
Mm.
if at all you still feel like eating something, carrot is sweet. You could take a fruit. Those things are sweet. They would even aid in your digestion, and then they
Digestion.
have natural sugars, so they are not necessarily unhealthy for you. And
Mm.
then it serves as a better it serves as a better replacement to other food items, or to other
Yeah.
food additives that we may be taking. So instead of probably having chocolates, you could just have, maybe a banana or something. You're still taking, calories, and then you still be getting food in case you are feeling hungry and then it's not yet time for dinner. And
Mm.
then another thing is, when we're eating, like you said, portion control, because 5 wraps of eba, I don't even like, no matter your size, no matter how hungry you have been, I don't think finishing is normal food portion. It's,
Mm.
I think, overboard, right? And then we actually tend to know when we are full. Our tummy tells us that. The moment, it's just because we don't listen or we don't pay attention to what our body feels. The moment we are full, the moment we reach satiation, our body lets us know, and then in your tummy, you will feel complete in some sort of ways. But us, because probably maybe we went out to a restaurant, so because we've not finished the money that we have paid for, you
Exactly.
get,
And
or
we don't know
probably
when
it is
next.
free food. You get, so
Oh
this
my
is free
god.
food. We're like, no, let us stock up on the extra, so that when we are going, by the time the normal portion finishes, then the extra will now kick in. You get that kind of thinking, and then those are the thinkings that we actually need to get rid of, because
Yeah.
it now breeds, over. That's why you come and start seeing people are saying, their tummy is aching them, and they're like, what's the problem? The
Obesity.
problem is there's no problem. Exactly. It's because you ate too much. You know,
Hmm.
you're just, or maybe you went for party, you're eating left, you're eating right, you're eating center, you're saying, because maybe you supported in the party, or probably you
You don't want
just
their
move
food
on
to
more
waste.
brand.
You don't want their
Yeah,
food
you
to
don't want
waste.
their food to waste. Who said the food be waste? You
Oh
know, so
my
you're
god.
just stocking up on the food and like, there's space today. Oh yeah, let's be
Mm-hmm.
shortening it. And then you're already full. But you're like, okay, now this one I know I'm over full. Oh, let me just finish it. Let me top it off with like 2 meats. Just to make it, just to make the situation equal.
Assorted. Exactly.
And
Put
then you will
some
now see,
animals.
ah, oh, you will not still see the same people. They will not spend the rest of the night in the toilet because why? Their tummy has rejected the excesses that
Mm-hmm.
they have eaten. And
And then
instead
on
of
Monday
them,
they'll go and buy slimming tea.
yes, I mean, I just don't understand the essence of a slimming tea when you're
Exactly.
refusing to slim your diet. Not even necessarily slim your diet. Eat healthier. You're just eating plain rice. Why not try rice and vegetable? Your food portion, it's supposed to be containing carbohydrates, vegetables, proteins, your water, all those things, they matter because they are things that your body need. Then you see some people breaking down and then they will tell you that the reason why you are sorry, someone was trying to call me.
Okay.
And then you're like, the reason why you are feeling this way is because you're lacking deficiency. They'll tell you probably you're lacking salt. They will tell you that you're lacking calcium. They will not start telling you things that you're supposed to eat that you're not eating. Too many times, oftentimes, we are our own problems because we know what we want to do, but then we just don't want to do it. We're waiting until the day the doctor will not finally tell you stop eating too much meat, start eating more fruits, start taking more water, start taking more proteins. And these are things that naturally we should be doing. You understand?
Yeah.
I think it's just our way of growing up. It has to do with how we were brought up. Because if you're
Yes,
brought up
how
in
we
a
were
house
eating.
where you're just eating, where you don't understand, the essence of a balanced diet. And quite honestly, we can't really fault people because, especially in the country we are from, seeing two square meals these days is not always, easy,
So when you
right?
finally
So,
see it, more you want to rush it.
so when you
Oh my
finally see
god.
the meal, like, let me just do 1, 2, 3, 4 at once,
Abby.
So all those, so many, situations play into what we end up becoming in the sense of what we eat.
Hmm. Interesting, really interesting. Because funny enough, before you came on, I was telling our viewers that since since you are what you eat, it means that you have to look at the plates, right? Look at the food you have on your plate. Do you want to look like that? You don't want to be looking like 5 wraps of fufu. Honestly, you don't. So why do you want so you want to look trim, you want to look healthy. You have to be able to
Mhm.
eat healthy because you are literally what you eat. So it's important that people note that this concept of gluttony, I know that a lot of us grew up with it, like let's take all we can because tomorrow we don't know, if it will be there. But now we know better. Right now we know better. Now we are more exposed. You can literally be on Instagram. When you don't even need to go, YouTube is even too far. Just hashtag or just look for the word healthy living, food, healthy food, and you
And
see a
you
lot
will
of
see
pages come out.
so
Lots,
so
and you will
many
learn a lot.
content, so
You will
many.
learn a lot. You will learn a lot of tips, a lot of before you not even carry yourself to YouTube. It's all over. You can literally go to a university of healthy living. So,
Yes,
but we know
yes.
all of these things. We are not ready to. We're like, let me just do it. But what you don't know is that in 20 years to come, 30 years to come, your body is
Your
not going
body
to
will
be the
tell for
same.
it.
Your body is not going to be the same. You would have to give account. You don't have to give an account of what you did in your 20s and your 30s, because whatever it is you're doing to your body now is going to show later. It's going to show later. So it's important that we take all of these things and then, we begin to pay attention to what we eat. Not every food is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the food is for you. It's just like someone who's diabetic now to say, I'm craving chocolate. You can't be craving chocolate, ma. You want to die.
It's not possible.
You get. But let's say that's a situation we found ourselves in. We wait until something gets very bad before we stay away from it.
Yes.
We wait
Yes,
until
we don't
something
even
gets
want
very
to.
bad. Yes. We wait for
Yes, we don't
something
want to, take preventive measures.
at
It's when it has
all.
spoiled.
When it
That's
has
when we now
happened.
start managing the situation when we could have done
Exactly.
things
And usually it is
differently.
hard to manage that way. Now, I know that there are some
Hmm.
persons who have had to inherit this thing from their family. There are things like some of those
Yeah.
illnesses are usually inherited.
Hereditary
But now
diseases.
you know that
Yeah.
you come from a family of this that has a certain kind of illness. Before you are 20, before you even become a teenager, or okay, let's say before you become an adult, because like teenagers now, the things that they're thinking in their head is different things. So before you become an adult, all right, or while you're an adult, you want to start, reading articles, reading books to say, or getting advice from doctors to say, what are these? My family has a history of XYZ. What are the foods I should stop taking? Of course, while praying, because yes, this is a Christian community and we believe in the power of prayer and we believe in miracles, we
Mm-hmm.
believe in healing. So while praying, how are you managing that? Don't just listen and say, after all, in my family, there's this, so might as well. You can prevent
Would
it. I
then be
know of
using
someone
that
who
as
on
an
Instagram.
excuse to now
Yes.
continue in the unhealthy
Yes.
behaviors. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure that even our forefathers, right, if they knew some of the things we know now, they would have some certain diseases. There's an
Yeah.
account on Instagram, a lot of other accounts too, that believe in curing or reversing some certain health conditions using food. So they'll tell you this is the diet to take. If you are having this kind of issue, this is the diet to take. By the time you take this for a period of 6 months or 3 months, you should see improvements. Food, though, they've not even started to say take medicine. So if our foreparents were enlightened enough, I'm sure that some of these diseases that killed them, will not have killed them like that in their prime. But here we are, armed with a lot of knowledge, and we are not using it. So let's not wait till something has become terrible before we now start to avoid it. Avoid the things you should avoid. Eat the things you should eat. And if you don't, if you the things that you're supposed to eat, if you don't really like them, you can look for ways to like to eat them. For example, I'm not a fruit eater. I'm not one of those people who say, I'm hungry, let me take an apple. Never. When there's rice. When there's actual food. Do you get? I'm not one of those people that say, I'm hungry, let me eat a carrot. Or I'm hungry, let me eat bananas. No. I eat food when I'm hungry. I eat fruits when I have a craving, or when I feel like, it's been long I ate fruit. I need to eat fruit today. So what I do now is that I could get a bunch of different fruits and just make a smoothie with it. Maybe I shall eat fruit. So you always need to find, yes, you have to find creative ways to incorporate it. If you don't like,
Alternative to things we want.
yeah, you can even slice it in your meal. But there's nothing wrong. Me, I don't see anything wrong in slicing bananas in rice, on jollof rice or something. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong.
It's your personal food, and then so long as you know that they
And
all
it
go
goes well. There is
together,
no acid,
it
right?
goes exactly, it goes
I'm not going to
well
ask.
into your body system.
Yes, I'm not going to ask anybody or expect anybody to now sprinkle orange on rice. It does not work. So fruits that can be combined: watermelon, bananas, apples, for example. Yes, some things like oranges, you can now then maybe put that in your lemon tea, all those herbal teas. You cannot, there are ways you can
Mhm.
incorporate these things. You don't have to just take them. If you don't like fruits like me, don't let me like eating fruits like that. You can find ways to ensure that it shall enter inside your body. Look for a way to enter.
Yes,
So do we
so
have
it's
any
very necessary.
yes, do you have any final advice or words for our viewers before we go offline?
Okay, well, anything that we are eating, literally like our topic says today, you are what you eat. And like Jesse has mentioned earlier, when you're eating, just take a mental picture of the plate of your food. So if
Mm,
you're just eating rice, just know that in the nearest future, kwashoko is coming to knock at your door. right? And then in order to be able to prevent some certain situations, probably medical diseases and such related with food, we need to ensure that we are eating healthy. And then eating healthy is not about going to go and break the bank necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
You can see one orange, fresh orange, please, for about 200 naira. Depends on, where you're from. If you're buying from the market, you can see at 100, 150. It could be just once a week that you're
Mm-hmm.
introducing fruits into your diet.
Yeah.
Whenever you can, try to make sure that you are eating healthy. And then overfeeding truly is not the way. We have so many resources. We have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
Yeah.
whatever is
YouTube.
convenient for you. Just check it out, healthy living, and you will see millions of people, that are dedicating their life to things like this. And all you just have to do is watch like a 2 minute clip, three
Watch.
minute
That's
clip
it. Watch,
of
take
what this
notes, and
person
incorporate
has to say,
and implement.
do a little research to find out what suits your own body from your own community and then geopolitical zones, so that you will not be watching somebody in Asia and then be expecting the food the person is eating, or the, should I say, meal plan or something like that to be working for you living here in Nigeria. So you have to make sure that anything that you're watching, anything that you're researching on, anything that you're reading on is centered on your own, parts of the world. And doing this, it doesn't, you don't even start to see the changes immediately.
Immediately,
I don't
yes.
think so you have to give yourself and give your body that time to grow. All those people that you're seeing with fresh skin and things like that, they are on Instagram telling you how they go about it, the kind of fruits they eat. They will tell you, okay, if you want this and this, just eat healthy. Some people, there's someone I know that she skips, instead of eating 3 times in a day, one of her meals she will skip it, and then it's just fruits. Things like that actually go on to even helping your body, because at the end of the day, when you're older, if you treat your body right, your body will serve you. But then if you treat
Mm.
your body wrong, it's definitely going to fail you. And then you start running, from hospital to hospital looking for
Yeah.
solutions and things like that. So we should just ensure that everything that we're taking into our body is, is essential. We don't eat spoiled food,
Yeah.
we don't drink excessive alcohol. Everything that we're doing, we're not even overeating. Everything that we're doing is in moderation.
Moderation.
That
Yeah.
is when our body can thank us for it.
True. Very true. Thank you so much, Shewa. So, consistency, ensuring that you are putting the right things into your body. Remember, your body is a temple of the Lord, right? Some people
Mhm.
only quote that scripture when it has to do with sex or fornication or adultery. It also has to do
Yeah.
with the food you take in, what you allow your body to process. God cannot
Mhm.
dwell in a body that is filled with junks. Right, so
Of
it's
course.
important that you treat your body well, eat the right things, stop eating the wrong things, read food labels when you go to the supermarket. Don't just look at it and say, this thing looks nice, or
Don't want to be
foreign
eating
products, just put
expired
it in
food
your cart.
products
Please turn the
because
back.
it's cheaper or something. Always check for the expiry date of food
Check.
items. Very
It's true.
important. Very
You know,
important.
especially foreign products. You know that Weibo is not like us. They can make a product and tell you that it's only 2 years old child that has that should eat that food. You know that we are
Mm.
bobo niche. When we produce something, we produce for everybody. Then they can tell you,
Yeah.
between 2 to 5, oh, those are the people that can eat this food. But you don't know. You just go there,
Yes.
pick. Say, this thing looks nice. You start eating it. There'll be problems. So please let's ensure, especially if you're buying things from supermarket, always turn the back, check the food labels, read the instructions, and ensure that it applies to you before putting it in your cart. Okay, this
It
has
will
been
even
such
help
a.
you.
What did you say?
Okay, I just want to add that it would even, when you're reading labels from your food cartons, it would even help you if probably you have health conditions or allergies.
Yeah.
It would tell you the food contents, the things that are contained in what you're about to eat. So you not
Mm.
just pick something off the shelf and then throw it in your cart and you will
Mm.
eat it finish. It's like your spirit wants to fly out of your body. You're
Your
like,
eyes will
hey
just open
Jesus,
like this.
so my
Like,
people
what
are
am I
after
eating?
me.
Funny thing is that you
Eh,
might not even know. You might not even know
I
the issues
know.
coming from the food. and you go and use
And
it
it's not
again.
because you're not even paid money for something that is ending up hurting
Yeah.
you at the end of the day.
That's true, really true. Thank you so much. This has been such an enlightening conversation. I had fun. I hope you all had fun and you learned a thing or
Thank
two.
you,
Yeah,
Jessica.
so we can always go back to the replay to watch the video again. And if you like to join a godly community of women where we do life together, we do purpose together, we live life basically the way God wants us to live life. We ask questions, we engage each other. You can send us a DM and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much. This has been
Thank
awesome.
you,
See you next week,
Jessie.
Saturday. Bye, Shewa. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Bye. You
Bye.
too.